You're rocketing down the highway, and what started as a hazy white mist grows denser with every mile. You're driving totally blind. So you think you'd survive a heavy fog? What should you do? Would you, A, edge closer to the car in front of you so you don't lose sight of it? B, hit the brakes and turn on your high beams for greater visibility? Or C, stay focused by slowing down, turning your radio off, and opening the windows? Make the wrong choice, and this wall of white could be the last thing you ever see. But what is it?
Fog is simply a cloud of water droplets, and if it's resting on the ground or at the surface where you are, that constitutes fog.
Well, fog is always going to reduce visibility, no matter what the transportation mode there is, and therefore it's going to increase your travel time. Your commute to work is also going to be delayed. Traffic is going to be congested, so it's all going to be a significant inconvenience to everybody's daily routine in their life.
Fog can have a huge impact on travel on the roads, obviously, but also in the air, because when planes are landing and they're landing in that blanket of fog, they can't see the runway, oftentimes until they're right on the runway, so they've got to use their instruments, and what air traffic controllers will do is they'll space out those planes, and that slows everything down.
Fog can bedevil even the most experienced drivers. Drivers like you. Are there cars in front of you? Are there cars behind you? What are you going to do to make it out of the fog in one piece? Surprisingly, the wisest choice is C. Slow down, turn off the radio, and open the windows.
When you are driving in fog, it's very important to turn your radio off and any other audible distractions inside your car. Roll your windows down slightly. That way you can hear better what traffic is doing around you or maybe ahead of you. Under heavy conditions, you're going to need to probably pull over to the shoulder of the road until the fog subsides. So being able to hear and use all of your senses is always the best in trying to drive in fog.
So why not drive closer to the car in front of you?
The fog itself creates a phenomenon that it appears you're moving slower than you actually are. So if you are staring at the taillights at a close distance, you are not seeing both how fast you are going and what other obstacles there may be.
And at 60 miles an hour, it can take you over 300 feet to safely stop your car. In a heavy fog, you're lucky to see 30 feet in front of you.
You should increase your distance front and back into the sides as well. Following too close is one of the main reasons why we have rear-end crashes that can be very dangerous or fatal.
Unfortunately, it's a lesson this driver didn't know. They're lucky to survive. So why not hit the brakes and stop your car?
If you start to hit your brakes, the traffic behind you may not slow down quick enough and may result in a rear-end crash, causing you injury or worse.
And as for using your high beams,
Turning on high beams does not help you see if you're driving in a dense fog. The light is reflected off those little cloud droplets, and it will actually blind you and make it much more difficult to see. Driving in fog is extremely dangerous.
accidents can happen quickly when vision is impaired.
When you get into the fog, it's time to slow down. Think about turning down the radio, roll down your windows so that you can hear anything that's going on in front of you. You may hear it before you see it.
If you do get caught off guard by dense fog, remember, reduce your speed, roll down your windows, and listen for traffic you cannot see. Guide yourself with lane markings and the edge of the road. Do not come to a stop in the middle of the road, and do not use your high beams. Most importantly, be alert and be patient. The next hazard could be right in front of you.